Well, hi there pluckers, I'm Sawfingers again with you with hopefully another interesting lesson. This is part 3, the final part of my lessons on Atlantis from the Shadows. Okay, so part 1 was the intro, part 2 was the first 2 verses, both rhythm and lead parts. Now we're into the third verse, which is the same notes as the verse 1 and 2 but in a different octave. Okay, so after we've done the first 2 verses we repeat the classic intro again, the older that bit. Okay, so we do the complete intro again after verse 2, and then we go into this third verse, which is the octave higher. So we're starting up on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, the G string, and we're doing this. Okay, so start on the 5th on the 3rd, and we go to the 7th on the 3rd, and we go to the 2nd string and do 5. So now got, then we go to 6 on the 2nd string, then we go to 8 on the 2nd string. Okay, so we've got, then we go to the top E string and do the 5th fret, then we go up to the 8th fret top E string, and then to the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So the whole thing slowly. Okay, first phrase. Now we do the second phrase, the spit. Okay, so what we do there is the 6th fret top E string, slide, hit that, slide it up to 8 and back to 6. Right, so that sort of thing, yeah? Then we hit that little pause and we hit that 6 on the top E again, so it's, and then we go up to 8 on the top E, then 10, and then back to 8, all on the top E there. So you got, so far we got this. As far as we got. Then we do this. That's the 5th fret on the top E, to the 6th fret on the 2nd, to the 5th fret on the 3rd, and finally the 8th fret on the 2nd. So, okay, so the whole thing so far on the octave verse. On that bit that goes, that bit, you can slide that bit if you want to go, when you go from 8 to 10, you can slide it. So there's that, you can just slide, da da da. So once again, including that, so that's right in the beginning, up to where we are at the moment. Okay, as far as we got. Right, the next bit. So I'm barring the first 2 strings on the 5th fret, top E and the B string. And I just go 5th on the top E, 5th on the 2nd string, and then to the 7th fret on the 2nd. Okay, got that? And then we do this bit. So it's in. Then the way I play it is to do this. So I'm now on the 10th fret of the top E, to the 12th fret on the second, and the 12th fret on the third. So you got okay, so far, right from the beginning of the octave bit. Okay, as far as we got. Now we've got these two rundowns, and the first one. Now this is on this particular verse. He does that palm muting to get. There's lots of get that ploppy sound again with the echo bits. Okay, so I'm topping on the 12th fret of the starting it, 12th fret of the top E string, to the 10th fret on the top E string, and then I do two hits on the 13th fret of the second string. Okay, two hits on that one. And then to the 12th fret on the second. And then to the 10th fret on the second. To the 8th fret on the second. To the 6th fret on the second. So you got okay, so that's 12 on the top E, 10 on the top E, two hits on the 13th on the second, and then and on the second string, 12, 10, 8, 6. Alright? And then the second run starts on the 10th fret of the top E string. Alright? And that's 10 on the top E, 8 on the top E, two hits on the 6 on the top E, okay, and then to the 5th on the top E, so it's right, and then we go to 8 on the second, to 6 on the second, back to 8 on the second, so it's okay, so the whole two runs together. Okay, so that's the whole verse in with the octave higher. Okay, so right from the beginning, slowly. Okay, and at that point we go into the intro again, and it becomes the outro. Okay, the rhythm for that, obviously, what underneath what we've just done, the third verse with the octave higher, is exactly the same chords as for verse 1 and 2. Okay, so I won't bore you with that. Right then, boys and girls, the final part of the puzzle, the outro. Okay, so the outro basically is the intro with a little bit extra on the end. So we start playing the intro. When we get to the outro, we play the intro again. Okay, so basically exactly the same as usual. The second phrase. At that point, that's the last note, that's that third string on the 10th fret, that's where it changes, and we add this bit now. there. So on the second phrase of the intro bit, got to that note there, then we play this bit, right? 4th string, D string, 5th fret. 3rd fret, 3rd string. 4th fret, 2nd string. Okay, so you got okay, then we do a slide from 2nd string 6 to 8. 6 to 8 on the 2nd string. Go back to the 6th fret of the 2nd string for 2 hits. 2 hits. Okay, so now you've got then we do 2 hits on the 5th fret of the 3rd string and back to 2 hits on the 6th fret of the 2nd, 2 hits on the 3rd string, 5th fret. Just right, so the whole second phrase of the outro. And then we go back to this, repeat that bit again. That's that 5th fret of the 4th, 3rd fret of the 3rd, 4th fret of the 2nd. Okay, so after you've done that, that bit again, the slide from 6 to 8 again on the 2nd string, and then we're doing to these double stops. Right, so the first one is the 8th fret of the top E string, 1st finger, and 10th fret of the 2nd string, the B string, with the 3rd finger. 2 hits, or downstrokes, and then we go down 2 frets, exactly the same shape, but down 2 frets, so it's 6th fret of the top E, 8th fret of the 2nd. So it's 2 hits, back to the first one, back to the second one, back to the first one, and then just backwards and forwards on those 2 double stops, right? And that's it. It finishes at that point. So the whole outro very slowly, okay? There's the lead bit for the outro, okay? Now the rhythm for the outro is basically the same as the intro until we get to that, up to that bit, okay? So it goes bum 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 bum. So slowly, what am I doing there? So the usual chords for the intro bit. F C B flat F G C F C B flat F E flat F C F C and then E flat again. F, C, C, F, F, C, C, F, C, C, F, F. Okay, so there you have it, the rhythm and the lead to the outro. And there's the complete song then, boys and girls. Thanks very much indeed. Hope you enjoyed that song from the Shadows and the lesson that goes with it. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.